Hello children, welcome back to Max Made Easy. Let's continue with rational numbers, exercise 2B, part 1. Here is our first question. Mark the following pair of rational numbers on the separate number line. Here they have given a pair of rational numbers. Pair means two rational numbers. Here 3 by 4 is one rational number and minus 1 by 4 is another rational number, and we are going to point these two rational numbers on a number line, right? I hope you all know what is number line. Let's draw a number line first. This is a line, and on this the center of this line is marked as 0. So this will be 0, and towards the right side it will be 1, 2, and towards the left side it is minus 1 and minus 2, right? So how now, if it is integer, you can easily mark between this numbers, right? But here it's a rational number 3 by 4, where you are going to mark this 3 by 4 to make you clearly understand. Here I am doing a small rough work. Here 3 by 4, when you divide 3 divided by 4, you will get 0.75. In exam you can do this in a rough area towards the right hand side of your paper, right? And minus 1 by 4, 1 divided by 4, 1 should be divided with 4, then you will get 0.25. Because it is minus 1 by 4, you are placing minus 0.25, right? So now you can easily know where you can mark this minus 1 by 4 and 3 by 4. See here, look here children. See, between this, because both of them are between the 0.75, that means it is just middle of the 0 and 1, right? It comes just between this 0 and 1. Previously when you were looking at this 3 by 4, you cannot tell where you can mark this rational number, but now 0.75, just have a look over here, 0.75, so it is in between 0 and 1, less than 1 and more than 0, right? 0 point more, something more, 7.75 is more than 0, right? That means it should be marked after 0 and before 1. So it should come between this line 0 to 1, in between here, right? In between this I have marked 3 points, 3 lines, 1, 2, 3, right? So when I am going to mark towards this, if it is 0.25 and here 0.5, right? Here 0.75, right? And this one towards the 1, right? Here it is 0.75. So I am going to mark it over this point 0.75, and 0.75 should be marked over here, and here minus 0.25. See, minus, so it should be between the 0 and minus 1. So even here minus 0.25, minus 0.5 and minus 0.75. Here it's minus 0.25. So you can mark it up over here 0.25, right? I hope it is very clear and how you can identify them on a number line. Let's move on to the second one. Here is our second question. Here they have given 2 by 5 and minus 3 by 5. Right? So we are going to mark these two rational numbers on a number system. So number line. Similarly, even here I am going to mark the center one as 0, and towards the right side plus 1, plus 2, and towards the left side it should be minus 1 and minus 2, right? So we cannot identify where we can point this in this integers, in between these integers, right? So just in a rough work, just write down 2 divided by 5, right, will be 0.4, and I'm just dividing this minus 3 by 5. 3 is divided with, so 3 is divided by 5. it becomes minus 0.6, right? So this both the numbers are between the 0 to 1 and 0 to minus 1, right? In between them, in between this, from here to here, it is just in between them, right? So just mark a 3 points in between them. This one is considered as 0.25, 0.5, 0.75. Here minus 0.25, minus 0.5, minus 0.75. Right, children? So first let's mark this positive number, that is 2 by 5 or minus 3 by 5. So here 2 by 5 will be coming here because it is minus 0.6. Minus 2 by 5 is on 0.4. So it is approximately nearer to 0.5, right? So I am marking over here 2 by 5. Now I am going to mark the negative number, that is minus 3 by 5. That is minus 0.6. Even it is nearer to minus 0.5. So you can just mark near this 0.5. It's approximate one, right? So minus 3 by 5 will be done in the between this minus 1 and 0. I hope you understood this. Let's move on to the third question. 5 by 6 and minus 2 by 3. Here also draw a number line and just mark 0 and 1, 2, minus 1, minus 2. And in rough work, just divide 5 divided by 6 will be 0.83333, so on. And minus 2 by 3 will be minus 0.6667, right? So here to mark them, even here it is 0.833. So that means it is more than 0 and less than 1, right? Even this minus integer is more than 0 and less than minus 1, right? So just put a 3 lines in between them and consider it as 0.25, 0.5, 0.75 and 1, right? Even here it is 0, it is 0.25, 0.5, 0.75 and minus 1. Sorry, here it should be minus 0.75, minus 0.5, minus 0.2. I am just dividing them equally, right? Into equal 0.25. The gap between them is 0.25. So just mark this 5 by 6. Where can you mark this 5 by 6? It is 0.8, right? So it is approximately near to 0.75. So you can just mark it over here. That is 5 by 6. Here minus 0.6. So it's approximately nearer to 0.5. So mark it over here. Right? I hope you understood this clearly. If you have any doubts, you can just ask me in the comment section. 2 by 5 and minus 4 by 5, right? Even here you need to draw a number line and mark the center point 0, and towards the right side it is plus values and towards the left side it's minus values, right? So in a rough work, just divide 2 by 5. 2 divided by 5, that is 0.4, and minus 4 by 5 is equal to 0 minus 0.8. It is just a optional because to identify exactly where you have to mark this rational number on a number system, it is one of the easiest method, right? So look here, 0.4, right? So from that 0.4 itself we can understand that it is more than 0 and less than 1. Here minus 0.8, so it is more than 0 and less than minus 1. Just mark some points in between, that is 3. I am dividing each segment from 0 to 0.28 to 5. It is 0.25 gap. Even here it's 0.25, 0.25. So I am dividing it into equal sections, right? So here 2 by 5, where can you mark this 2 by 5? It is approximately nearer to 0.5, right? So just mark it on the 0.5 part, that is 2 by 5. Here minus 4 by 5, that is approximately near to 2, minus 0.8, that is you can mark it near to this 0.75. So towards here it becomes minus 4 by 5, right? Our last question, 1 by 4 and minus 5 by 4. Again, even it is same here. Just draw a number line 0, 1, 2 on the right side, and towards the left side minus 1 and minus 2. In a rough work, 1 by 2, sorry 1 by 4. 1 is divided with 4 and you will get 0.25, and 5 divided by 4 will be minus 1.25. Look here children, towards the positive sides 1 by 4 where you can mark is 0.25, that is 0.25. It is slightly more than 0 and less than 1, so it should be marked in between this, right? So here minus 1.25, look here, minus 1, it is more than minus 1. What is the how much more it is? Beyond this minus 1 it is 0.25 more, right? So it is beyond minus 1, more than minus 1, and it is less than minus 2. So minus 5 by 4 should be marked between this minus 1 and minus 2. Is it clear children? So just draw again the three lines. Here this one is 0.25, 0.5, 0.75. Even here it is minus 1, right? So minus 1.25, minus 1.50, minus 1.75, and it is minus 2, right? So here, because the positive number is 0.25, so this is 0.25, right? So here you can mark it as 1.4, sorry 1 by 4. Here it is in minus section, it is in minus 1.25, that is it is more than minus 1. So you can mark it over here. It becomes minus 5 by 4. Right over here you can mark minus 5 by 4 over here, this point, because it is slightly more than minus 1.25. So this is the point of 1.25. I hope you understood this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and hit the bell button. Check the description box for rational numbers. Thank you.